Hello! Today, Brendan and myself are heading to Walt Disney World for our very first trip of 2021. More specifically, we are heading to Magic Kingdom, which opened about an hour ago. So we are going to enjoy a morning at Magic Kingdom Park. So good morning, Brendan.
Morning.
Are you ready to get some breakfast inside the Magic Kingdom? Maybe some coffee, maybe hop on a couple rides for our first trip of 2021?
I'm more ready than you know.
So here we are in the Transportation and Ticket Center. Myself and Brendan are going to be hopping on the bus, which is the fastest method to get to Magic Kingdom, so Brendan can get her coffee. Here we are, heading off to Magic Kingdom. There's the Epcot monorail line right there that we're about to go underneath. Park hopping has returned in a bit of a modified context, but it is nonetheless back. But unfortunately, the monorail to Epcot is not back. Not yet. All right, so we just got off the bus, and here we are heading over towards Magic Kingdom. I think our first stop is going to be Starbucks and then probably Gaston's Tavern. And check out that scrim on the train station as soon as we get inside Magic Kingdom. It is not very busy right now, being relatively early in the morning. But Brendan, are you ready to finally get some caffeine in you?
I'm ready. I've been grumpy this morning. Not my fault. Bunch of little things.
So it is still Christmas inside Magic Kingdom, which by now I thought they would have put all the Christmas decorations away, but I guess not. So we were gonna get in line for Starbucks. We actually did for about 5 minutes, but then it didn't move, and it's this entire line that wraps all the way around. So we're gonna go to Joffrey's. Okay, so we might make our way over to Joffrey's in a little bit. I think we're gonna go try to head over to Gaston's Tavern to get a cinnamon bun, a massive cinnamon bun, just to kind of start our day with a little bit of food, and then maybe head over to Joffrey's after that. We'll see. It's a little surprisingly busy at Magic Kingdom today.
I think it's just because everyone's now coming in for the morning, so I think this is just the morning rush.
So I'm not exactly sure if Gaston's is open. I am certainly hoping that it is. A lot of places are only open during the weekends at the theme parks these days, and it's always consistently subject to change.
That would be a good backup plan.
Ooh, Sleepy Hollow?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we made it to the other side of the castle. There's It's a Small World and Peter Pan way down there, and we're heading back to Gaston's Tavern, which is pretty much back in the very back of the park next to Journey of the Little Mermaid. So I did want to go to Be Our Guest, but it looks like it's closed right now, at least in the morning for breakfast, but you can probably get a pretty cool picture over there. Is this the line for Gaston's Tavern? Oh my god! So unlike Starbucks, this line is actually moving very surprisingly quickly for Gaston's Tavern, and it does look like they have coffee too, so maybe we don't have to go to Joffrey's.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, we're getting very, very close. We've only waited about 5 minutes, so I think this was the much better alternative than waiting in that Starbucks line for probably half an hour.
Yeah.
So they have LeFou's Brew, they have the gray stuff, they have warm cinnamon rolls, they have freshly brewed coffee and hot cocoa. This is exciting. I think we're gonna go ahead and split a cinnamon roll and then grab a couple beverages and then maybe go over to Sleepy Hollow.
We're just gonna eat everything this morning.
Alright, and we got our table in the very back of Gaston's Tavern, and check out the size of this cinnamon roll. This is massive. But I've been thinking about this for kind of a long time, so I am very happy that we're gonna be able to, we're gonna go and split this and then head over to Sleepy Hollow to see if there's anything over there. I got a hot chocolate, I did not get a hot chocolate, I got a chocolate milk, and then Brennan got herself a coffee. You prefer the iced coffee, but you got yourself a hot coffee today. I think this corner of Magic Kingdom is the area that I've explored the very least in the park. I continually forget that there are bathrooms back there and a gift shop over here. That cinnamon roll was very good, right? Cool. Okay, so I think we're gonna head over to Be Our Guest, potentially take a quick picture, and then back over to Sleepy Hollow. This is pretty cool because usually you can only come over here if you have a dining reservation, and then the gates are closed and the door is open, but it does not look like they are seating for Be Our Guest right now. It could potentially open for lunch, but I thought this was a pretty cool opportunity to come over here and explore and maybe take a quick picture. All right, so that was a pretty unique picture to get in front of the closed gates of Beast's Castle in Fantasyland, although it would have been really cool to have breakfast here because breakfast at Be Our Guest has been one of my favorite experiences early morning at Magic Kingdom, so I'll have to come back and do that at some point as soon as it's available again.
I agree. I loved their breakfast here. It was really yummy.
Really?
Yeah, it was a fun experience.
It really is cool, and it's a little bit more casual. It's a bit of a quick service experience for the most part, and it's more reasonably priced. I think so. It's fun.
And they just give you a lot of pastries for no reason.
Okay, so we're heading around the carousel back over to Sleepy Hollow. Is that coffee treating you well?
I haven't really dived into it yet.
Because it's too hot?
Yeah.
The back of the castle still has all of the Christmas decorations as well. We're heading past the Cinderella fountain over here. It's a little bit quieter on this side of the castle, which is really nice. But Sleepy Hollow is straight ahead. So the Christmas decorations are still up, but I don't think that they're doing the Christmas offerings, like the Christmas character cavalcades. But I guess we'll find out potentially here in a little bit. But it looks like the line for Sleepy Hollow is calmed down considerably, which is awesome. Okay, so this actually works out really well. We're gonna be getting the fresh fruit waffle sandwich, the splits. And then Brennan's also getting an iced coffee because they have iced coffee here, and I am gonna be drinking her hot coffee. So it all worked out. The Dapper Dans are performing back on Main Street, and here it is. Look at that. And you finally got your coffee that you wanted, huh? Are you happy? There's a little bit better look at it. It has bananas and strawberries and blueberries on a Nutella spread on a waffle. So that's going to be pretty good and hopefully filling for the both of us for our breakfast meal of the day. There's the Main Street Philharmonic. Walking down the street. And then over here while Brennan was cutting up the waffle. That waffle, friends, way back over there. I heard some music, and there goes Mickey Mouse and all his friends on their character cavalcade. Okay, so that's cool. So they're definitely just doing the regular character cavalcades now instead of the Christmas holiday cavalcade. So that's interesting. All right, so we are all done at Sleepy Hollow enjoying our waffle, and here we are at the Rivers of America to check out the progress on this. It is still going to be under construction, I believe, for the next couple months, but it is super neat to see it's drained and to see cement trucks and other vehicles driving around down there. But we're still trying to decide what we're going to be doing the rest of the day, because I do have to leave in about an hour or two, because we did drive here separately, which is one of the reasons that you were Mrs. Grumpy this morning. So you know how they have those like barges and like the water, like little lakes in between like parking sections? We got split up in between the two of them, and it was just like, what the heck? There was a bunch of other like small, like not important things that like made me unfairly cranky today, so I apologize, but I'm bouncing back. It's one of those days where just like the smallest little inconvenience just kind of adds on to the next one, and then it just exponentially kind of goes from there. It was like a bunch of small inconveniences that just kept happening in like a short span of time, and so I was just letting myself stew in it, and I was just like, why can't I bounce back? But what better place to do that than at Magic Kingdom, right? So I just got back to Orlando a few days ago from Pensacola. I went home for my grandmother's funeral to be there for that, and that was obviously very hard. So it's nice to be back, to start getting back into the flow of normal life. I did start back up at work a few weeks ago, so all that's just kind of been going on. I know the videos have been a little bit sparse recently, but just trying to figure out how to do that, configure my actual professional life into what I do here on YouTube. It's a lot to kind of get used to again after not having done that the entire past year, but yeah, here we are making it happen, trying to get back into it and be positive and optimistic about it, right? Yay, positive and optimistic! Yay. We're allowed to be cranky, but we can change it around! There you go. Let's go do something else. Okay. Alright, so we decided what we're going to be doing. We're heading over to Tomorrowland to ride the Astral Orbiter as our very first ride of 2021. So it's potentially very exciting is that the People Mover may be reopening for the first time in almost a year, because I don't think that they've extended the recent refurbishment end date. So that's not necessarily a confirmation that it is reopening, but it's a confirmation that it's not going to be extended past, at least right now, its current refurbishment end date, if that makes sense. But we're heading straight up there to Astral Orbiter, and then maybe over to the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant. Okay, so let's see what the line looks like for Astral Orbiter. It's definitely a little bit long, but this is going to be our only ride of the day, so let's go and hop in line and commit to it. We found the Astral Orbiter entrance. The People Mover is closed for refurbishments. This is a pretty long line. The line for Buzz Lightyear goes all the way down and back. And this is what we're looking at for Astral Orbiter. So it's been about 20 minutes, which honestly is very considerably awesome for this ride, considering the wait time. We can move up a little bit. So we'll be on here hopefully in about 10 minutes or so. And here we are in the Astral Orbiter elevator, taking it up to the 2nd level, which is going to be for Astral Orbiter bypassing the People Mover track, which hopefully we'll be able to ride soon at some points. Are you ready for Astral Orbiter, Brennan?
Ready.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit fast, maybe slightly uncomfortable, but it's going to be very worth it, I think. Okay, so here we are. Brendan and I are sharing a rocket currently, nice and comfortable, right?
This is very intimate. You should do it on a first date.
Here we are. Hopefully you can hear me. Up here, there's Tron, way over there in the Contemporary. Wow, we are really leaning out of here. Jeez, this is kind of intimidating right here. Wow. Okay, well, this is fun though, right? Nice and cozy. There's the castle and the main pathway through Tomorrowland, the speedway, the circus over there.
Why are we leaning so bad?
We're super leaning right now. I'm a little bit scared, but trying to talk through the fears. Okay, so we are descending now. Whoa! This is where it gets really fast. Well, that was fun. Good job. Now I'm dizzy. Woo! Our first ride of 2021. That was fun. So I'm pretty sure that that's going to be our final activity of the morning. I believe we're going to go over to the Tomorrowland Terrace to see if they're serving lunch, because there's something that's pretty interesting about Tomorrowland Terrace right now. So I'll talk about that in just a second. But way over there at Tron, you can see that they sealed in the track right there, like the wall right there, which is very interesting. There's a few different rumors as to why they did that, relating to just construction in general or a potential budget. I'm not sure. It looks like they finished the entire canopy portion of the ride out here, but that is very, very interesting, right? I don't know if this is going to be opening in 2021. This year, I think that it's not. It's probably going to be 2022, but I guess we will see and find out. So we are heading over to, okay, it looks like our order is ready that we just put in. So we're heading over to the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant, which is right next to the Galactic Purple Wall, because they are selling the Columbia Harbor House entrees. So you can get fish over here, you can get shrimp, but we're getting a lobster roll because I have missed that for quite a long time. So we put in a mobile order and it's ready. And we're gonna pick it up right over here and enjoy some lunch. So this is the Tomorrowland Terrace restaurant, just kind of tucked away over here by Main Street. It is really honestly never open, so this has been an incredible surprise. But check out our lobster roll. Let's go find a seat. There's Mickey and his friends going by in a cavalcade way over there, and we're gonna sit along the water with this view in the background as we enjoy our lobster roll, which, yep, we're sharing this too. Today is just a day of sharing snacks and treats with each other, right?
Yeah.
So I normally don't show this sort of stuff, but look how incredibly overloaded and organized this canopy bar here is at Tomorrowland Terrace. I love this. I love Tomorrowland Terrace so much. We're never ever able to eat here because this place is never open, and then sometimes when it is open, they're just kind of designating this area as a firework viewing dessert party area, so we're actually able to enjoy it. Isn't this great?
Yeah.
You cut up our sandwich there to share, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you and I raved about this, what was that, Columbia Harbor House, and I'm pretty positive that it's the same, just in a different area.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay. That's so good. That is so phenomenally good.
The rolls are so buttery.
I love this. Yes. I'm like sad that I didn't know about this before. I don't know if it's like a new thing, but now we know where to come to get our seafood packs at Disney, right?
Yeah.
So that is where we just ate, right over there in Tomorrowland, and it looks like the princesses are going by on their floats down the street. So we're gonna go and head on out from here so I can head over to work. Did you enjoy the lobster roll?
I did. It was a nice surprise. I'm glad you figured that out.
Right?
Yeah.
Such a surprise. Everything is consistently changing here, and it could change just in an instant, you know? And just the amount of different things that are going to be available on the weekend versus the weekday, or a peak time of year or a slow time of year. It's going to be different here, definitely heading forward. It's still a little bit busy here. I think we're coming off the very end of the peak time of year from Christmas and New Year's, so I think it'll get a little bit quieter. But then also I'm not completely sure. It's getting a little bit more popular here. People are more comfortable coming to the parks.
Yeah.
And here we are heading down Main Street, back to the front of the park. This is gonna be our final look, probably at the Christmas decorations, which I'm still pretty surprised are still up. Currently, the tree's gonna be coming down soon, and it's just gonna be a regular time of year at the theme parks. One last look at the Magic Kingdom Christmas tree before it comes down for the year, and hopefully next year when it comes back, it's gonna be very different at Disney in a very, very good way. But I think we are heading back to the car, out of the park, until our next trip, hopefully super soon. I have missed Magic Kingdom quite a lot. Okay, so now it's back to the monorail, to the parking lot, even though we parked in different areas, unfortunately, which Brennan's still a little bit bitter about. Okay, so next time, no more Christmas decorations, and we'll see if that scrim comes down at some point, and we'll see if the train eventually comes back too. There's a lot to look forward to this year, hopefully. Here comes the monorail. And Brennan and I were just talking about the fact that she has not yet walked the walkable path over there, so we're gonna have to do that at some point. Maybe instead of a monorail crawl, we can do a monorail, well, a walking crawl. We can just crawl.
Yeah, we have enough
between the resorts. Fairly reasonably recently, the electrical water pageants came back, so that's something maybe we can check out as well, where that bridge swings out so we can pass by and to go to all the various Magic Kingdom resorts. So it's pretty cool, passing by another monorail. There's a lot to do in 2021, and I am just getting so hyped for it. All right, so we made it back to the parking lot. I parked somewhere over here, Brennan parked somewhere way back there, so sorry about that. But we still had a pretty good day at Magic Kingdom nonetheless. We got coffee eventually. We'd probably still be in that Starbucks line right now if we had it committed to it. And then we had some breakfast snacks, and then we had lunch at what we thought was an obsolete menu from a restaurant that's probably not going to open up anytime soon, unfortunately, but it was still a great day. I love coming to the theme parks in the morning. It's something I want to do more in the future, honestly, because it's such a pleasant and comfortable experience.
And then maybe next time we'll try and come a little bit earlier and like get a reservation. So, is there any like breakfast reservations? Because I don't think Be Our Guest is doing breakfast anymore.
Crystal Palace reopened. It's not a character dining experience like it was before. It's there's so much that's different, but that's going to be
pizza is worth going back for.
It's going to be exciting to figure it out, honestly. And we even got to ride a ride today, which was fun. I don't know, we were only here for a few hours, and we got a good amount done, and we're feeling good about it. But now I have to jump in the car and go to work, and you are heading home to enjoy your day off.
Yay!
Cool. All right, we'll see you soon. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and here's to 2021, right?
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Ah, my mask, it scared me.